Okay, dear students, you know, you have started with the stoichiometry. I told you that the stoichiometry you will be mainly dealing with, you must send your result means assignment in the app only. I'm checking there only, I'm commenting there, I'm accepting if it is correct. So whenever it is expected you to submit in the app, you must submit in the app. Whenever I tell that you should submit in the WhatsApp, you must submit in the WhatsApp. Okay. Okay, see. So the stoichiometry, I was telling you about the stoichiometry. And what do you mean by the stoichiometry? Now the stoichiometry is a study or a dealing with the measure, okay, the measure of element. It means it's mainly based on the measurement now, okay, measure of elements. So dear students, first of all you should know that this is a stoichiometry is related to something which you will be using the equation, okay, chemical equation, and you will be calculating the mass, volume, number, mole, anything that you're gonna get by using the mass, volume, number or mole of any other thing. Okay, for example, I just told you that hypothetical one. Okay, remember this word hypothetical means which is not true, which I'll be assuming. Okay, for example, if a plus b giving c plus d. Okay, so this is just assuming that this is a type of a reaction. So here you can calculate the mass, volume, number or mole of C or D produced by using A or B. Okay, A or B. So that is what we call as a stoichiometry now. So by using the A of B means by using the number of mole of A, you will be calculating number of mole of C, you will be calculating volume, all like that. Okay, or if I give the mass, you can calculate volume. By using number, you can calculate mass, like that. So this type of calculation is called as a stoichiometry. This is what I told. And I will be calculating some questions on this. We will be solving some questions. It is just like, in simple understanding, it is just like by using the some amount of money, what amount of chips you can buy, what amount of apple you can buy, what amount of anything you can buy. So calculation of that one, because you know, if you know the price of that material that you're buying, you can just come to know by the amount of money that you have, what amount of that material you can buy, right? So that calculation in the chemistry is called as stoichiometry. So I told you two conditions yesterday, that first of all it should be balanced equation. Before calculation, if you don't balance it, definitely your answer will be wrong. Okay, in some cases you may get right, but if you don't balance it, majority of the time it will be wrong. It should be a balanced chemical equation. That's the first condition. And second condition is you must mention, okay, the state of element or molecule must be mentioned. Okay, must be mentioned. And where it should be mentioned? To the lower right hand. Okay, to the lower right hand. Yes, yes, Anirudh, right? For example, if I write carbon here, you must mention to the lower right hand. Okay, this is lower and to this right side. So therefore lower right hand, you must write the state of the element or the molecule. For example, if it is carbon, it is element. If it is CH4, then it is called as a molecule, then it is gas, like this, right? And one more point, it's not a condition. One more point here I must mention that here the the number written before elements or molecules, the number written before the elements or molecule for the balanced chemical equation, no, I just mentioned that, for example, see, I just mentioned that this is right side and this one is lower right side. Okay, I just mentioned this position. Arrow is if you mention with the arrow also, then it's okay. This arrow I'm just mentioning, Shravan, is that clear? Above the arrow mark, atmosphere pressure. Usually arrow mark is written, for example, if it is CO2, usually it will be written in this way. The arrow mark represents that it's a carbon dioxide gas which is evolving from the solution. Okay, it's not like for every gas you'll be writing this arrow. For carbon dioxide we use two types. For example, I can write the carbon dioxide in this way. It means it's a gas. Carbon dioxide with this gas represents that. Okay, it represents that it is coming out from the solution. It is coming out from the solution. Okay. Usually when you mix some of the acid with some of the salt producing carbon dioxide, for example, when you mix Na2CO3 plus HCl, you know what you want to get? You will be getting NaCl plus carbon dioxide will be evolved. When you mix these two, you will be getting carbon dioxide coming out. In that case, yeah, it is liberated. That's what, Shilpa, right? It is liberated. So that mentioning of that one, you'll be using only this arrow. Normal reaction, for example, when you burn carbon with the oxygen, you'll be getting carbon dioxide. We just mentioned carbon dioxide. There is no need to mention it is evolved. Usually this symbol will be used when the carbon dioxide is produced in a solution, means a liquid. Okay. Sir, arrow mark between reactant and the product side. That okay, that also I can tell you that usually there will be two types of arrow. Okay, two types of arrow mainly you will be using. One is like this. Okay, it is a single sided. For example, when carbon is reacted with oxygen, you will be getting carbon dioxide. It is not possible to get the carbon and oxygen in a reverse way. By using carbon dioxide, you cannot get back the carbon and oxygen. So therefore we'll use only single sided arrow. There is one more type of arrow that you use like this. So this is, for example, if you take N2 plus H2, okay, you will be getting 2 NH3. So to balance, I have to maintain this 3. So see here, I have to mention this. You know, this is an arrow which is called as a reversible. Okay, reversible. It means by using N2 and H2, you can produce NH3. By using NH3, you can get back the N2 plus H2. Got it? Reversible reaction. Yes, Irpa, very good. It is called as a reversible reaction. This is called as irreversible. Okay. You cannot get back the original carbon and oxygen by using carbon dioxide. Got it? So mainly these two arrows will be used. Some other arrows will be there, but not required now only. Okay. You will come to know about some other arrows also. Now it is not required. Okay. Some other arrows will be there. So it's not required. Let's come to the point now that here the number written before elements or molecules are called coefficients. It is called as coefficient. Okay, just a minute. See, I'll tell you what is that coefficient means. Here CH4 gas plus O2 producing CO2, right, plus H2O. If this is the reaction now, you know, to balance this one I have to multiply by this number 2. So therefore the coefficient of oxygen is 2. Coefficient of carbon is 0 or 1. What it is? Dear students, can you tell me what is the coefficient of carbon here? Coefficient of carbon is, it cannot be 0. Okay, it should be 1. Okay, 1. If there is nothing written, understand that it is 1. Okay, because coefficient of 0, what if it is coefficient is 0 now? For example, in this reaction, whose coefficient might be 0? No element or molecule are having the coefficient 0, because if it's a coefficient is 0, it means that is not there. Okay, so therefore coefficient cannot be 0. Got it? So it could be a minimum of 1. Sometimes could be written in the form of fraction also. Okay, sometimes it will be written in the form of a fraction also. But usually we get a balanced equation in the whole number form. Okay. Okay. So with this knowledge, we'll go for understanding now. Okay. We'll go for understanding the chemical equation. Understanding means for the calculation, you must understand what is given, what is needed to be calculated. All those things should be understood. So let's take the best example, that is CH4 plus O2. You might wonder that why I'm taking repeatedly this only. So you should know that this is a combustion reaction. Majority of the time, J may ask anything, but majority of the time when oxygen is given, you just give this oxygen separately to both the elements. Got it? It means when the carbon takes the oxygen, it becomes carbon dioxide. When the hydrogen takes the oxygen, it becomes EH2O. Okay. To balance this one, there's a simple way. Okay. After writing this reaction, there's a simple way to balance this one. You have to balance oxygen at the end. Okay. Remember this one? You can balance this O2 at the end. It means it should be balanced only at the end. You should not go for balancing oxygen initially. Initially, all other elements should be balanced except the oxygen. Let me start now. Okay, let me start balancing this one. You can see that there is only one carbon. You can write in this way also. Carbon on the left side there is only one, and right side there is one. It means balanced. Okay. Let's come to the hydrogen now. Hydrogen, you can see on the left side there is 4, on the right side there is only 2. So I have to multiply this by 2 so that both sides 2 2s are 4. Now it is 4. So in this way, I have balanced carbon, I have balanced hydrogen also. Got it? The only element that is left for the balancing is oxygen. Let's count the number of oxygen both the sides. Okay. Here there is only O2, 2 oxygens are there. Here there is O2, 2, and here there is 2 into oxygen again 2. So totally 4 are there. It means right side there is 4 oxygen. So I have to multiply this oxygen by 2. Got it? Now everything is balanced. Everything is balanced in the chemical equation. Got it? So this is how you can balance. Okay. Now you might ask, sir, how the different equation could be balanced. Don't worry about that. Okay. Majority of this balancing and all slowly you will learn. It's not like you can learn in 1 or 2 days. Okay. It's just like a learning English. You cannot learn an English with just by practicing in 1 day, right? It just comes with the practice. The same way, the balancing of the chemical equation reaction, you will be perfect in this one slowly by seeing different variety of the reaction. So don't worry, slowly will guide you. Okay, this is one equation that I just guided you, that whenever oxygen is there, that is a combustion reaction is there, try to give this to both. Okay, then go for balancing other element, then you try to balance the oxygen at the end. Okay, so let me write this once again and let's understand, because what we are doing here is understanding the equation, right? So let me write it. So CH4, and just I forgot to mention one more thing. What is that? This, okay, state of the element should be mentioned. So CH4 gas reacts with oxygen gas, that is going to produce carbon dioxide gas plus 2H2O gas. Got it? So dear students, let's understand this by writing all the things. What is given here? 1 and 1. Okay. If there is nothing, understand it is 1. So what it can be understood here is one molecule. Okay. One molecule of CH4 reacts with, okay, reacts with 2 molecules of O2 to produce one molecule of carbon dioxide, and 2 molecule of H2O. I might have written in a smaller word format, but try to understand what I've written. One molecule of CH4 reacts with 2 molecules of O2 to produce 1 molecule of carbon dioxide and 2 molecules of H2O, right? This is in terms of molecules. Okay, this is in terms of molecules. Got it? Or atoms. Since there is no atoms or element, so I just written everything in terms of the molecule. Now let us write in terms of the mole now. Okay, you know why I'm writing this one? Because you must be able to express the given equation in terms of molecule, mole, and other things. Dear students, are you understanding? Let's try now. Let's try in terms of the mole. So whatever the coefficients that are written, 1, 2, 1, 2 that are written, that you can take as a number of mole. Dear students, is this clear? So in terms of mole, I can express, only change you can make is, instead of writing as molecule, you can write it as mole. So therefore it is 1 mole of CH4 reacts with 2, see, I'll underline, 1 mole of CH4 reacts with 2 moles of oxygen to produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 moles of H2O. Got it? Even while writing this understanding format, you can just mention one more thing. 1 mole of CH4 gas reacts with 2 moles of oxygen gas to produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas and 2 moles of H2O gas. So you can mention in this way also. Clear? Let's understand this one in terms of the volume. Okay, in terms of the volume. Dear students, this is very important. Okay, now whatever the thing that I'm going to write, it is very important. If you understand this one now, the next problem, the question that I'm going to give is very easy for you. Okay, it will be very easy. Just the conversion will be asked. Okay, see here. So how to write this one now? See here, dear students, concentrate. In terms of the volume, whatever these moles are there, you just express that in terms of the mole if all are gases only. Is that clear, my dear students? I'm just mentioning this once again. If the given thing, all the things are gases, you can express the given number of mole in terms of the volume. Got it? See, let's express. We know that 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole of any gas would occupy 22.4 liters of CH4 reacts with 2 into, okay, 2 into, you better express in this way. Don't directly multiply, directly express in this way. 2 moles are there. Okay, 2 into 1 mole. Okay, 1 mole is nothing but 22.4. Got it? Liters. Yes, Shilpa, right? Of oxygen to produce again 1 mole. It is 22.4 liters of carbon dioxide and 2 into 22.4 liters of H2. Dear students, is this clear now? Is this clear? So better you write all the things properly, okay? So volume is done. Let's try to express in terms of the number, okay? In terms of the number, because if you are perfect in this one, okay, next whatever the question that I'm going to ask, it will be very easy for you, okay? In terms of the number, again you express this mole in terms of the number. What is this number now? That is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 CH4 molecules, okay, CH4 molecules, because we know 1 mole of anything would occupy, 1 mole of anything is containing same 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 CH4 molecules, right? Then reacts with 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 O2 molecules to produce. Dear students, I'm just these words I'm just writing in a short so that I can finish within one line, okay? To produce again 1 mole, it means 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 carbon dioxide molecules, and again it is 2 mole, it is 6 and 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 H2O molecules. Dear students, is this clear now? I've expressed in terms of molecule, mole, volume, number. Now there is only one more thing remaining. What is that? Mass. Okay, mass. You know why I kept the mass different? The reason, dear students, concentrate, very important point I'm mentioning. The reason is every mole of gas or anything would contain same volume or same number, but mass will be different. The reason is its molecular mass or atomic mass will be different. Got it? So therefore, while expressing mass, it's not like 1 mole means this mass, this mass, this mass. No, it should be expressed in terms of their mass, okay? Not a common mass. So therefore, we know that the CH4 molecule atomic mass, molecular mass is 16. So 1 mole of the CH4 means 16 grams of CH4. Got it, dear students? 16 grams of CH4. Again, same sentence, reacts with. Now it is 2 into, okay, dear students, understand this. 2 into, what is the molecular mass of O2? That is 32 grams of O2, okay? 16 grams of CH4 reacts with 2 into 32 grams of O2. You can see that 16 gram is reacting with 64 grams, almost 4 times, okay? Almost 4 times, but in terms of the coefficient, it is only 2. Got it? That's why I tell you, mass conversion is never direct, okay? Mass conversion is never direct. It means, dear students, listen carefully, I'm mentioning very important point. If I tell you that 1 gram of CH4 reacts with 2 grams of O2, if you write in this way, it is wrong. Why? Just by looking at the coefficient, I cannot make out that 1 gram of this one would react with the 2 gram of this one. If you mention or if you understand in that way, it is wrong, because mass are never dependent on this coefficient. It is dependent on their molecular mass. It is dependent on the coefficient. Finally, you have to take the coefficient only for the calculation. See, 2 and here it is 1. But mass is not directly, it is not directly as 1 gram or 2 gram, okay? Are you understanding my point now, dear students? Dear students, have you understood all the points? I will continue, but I just want, okay, in that case, when I give the question on this one, you should never get confused that mass would be same, okay? It is just dependent on the coefficient blood plus their molecular mass. Got it? So now we'll continue and I'll finish this one. Then we'll directly go for solving questions. Okay. See, 16 grams of CH4 reacts with 2 into 32 grams of oxygen to produce. You know, this sentence is very important in stoichiometry, this way of writing. In the way of writing, yes, Shilpa, right? This sentence you should write. If I ask you what is this produced, you must write this will this reacts with this much to produce this much. Therefore, this will react with this much to produce this much. Like that. The sentence is very important. Okay. So, especially in the boards, it is important. Competitive you can do directly, but in boards you have to write in a sentence form. So 16 grams of CH4 reacts with this much produce. Carbon dioxide gases is molecular mass is 44. So it is 1 into 44 grams of carbon dioxide, and water has a mass of 18 grams. So it is 2 into 18 grams of H2O. Got it? So dear students, one more thing I can just want to prove here, that there is one law called as law of mass action, right? The mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. That is also proved here. If you add the mass produced on the product side and reactant side, it will be same. For example, this is 16, this is 64. 64 plus 16, total mass on the reactant side is 80. Now if you calculate this one, this is 44, this one is 36. 36 plus 44 is also 80. So law of mass action maintained in this equation also. Okay, if it is not maintained, means either the given equation you are not balanced properly. Okay, if the law of mass action is not maintained, then you are not balanced the equation properly. Got it? Dear students, is this clear now? If this is clear, we can go for solving questions directly, because this whatever I've done by taking 15 minutes of time is very important. If you understand, you can go for solving the questions easily, but directly. There is no need of any other things now. Directly we'll go for solving questions. So I'll completely remove it. So I'll wait for 30 seconds. If anyone wants to ask something, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll just directly write the questions. At the beginning, it will be very easy, okay? Slowly by practicing, even a difficult question also becomes easier for you, okay? So I'm waiting, still I'm waiting. So if anyone wants to ask something, you can ask on this, or else I'll give some questions on this, okay? Anyone with any question? So I'll read out, no, I'll do one thing. I'll write in a proper way. So question is, calculate the water produced. Calculate the water produced. So dear students, write it, okay? Calculate the water, calculate the amount of water, because in terms of what, that I also mentioned, right? Amount means mass you have to mention. Calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 1.6 grams of CH4 gas. Calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 1.6 grams of CH4 gas. So whenever a question asked like this, what is the first thing? You have to balance, you have to write the balanced chemical equation. Just now we have balanced it. So I don't think any other air is required here for the balancing. Is producing CO2 gas. Don't directly do it, students. Even if you are getting the answer, don't directly do it. You just follow the method that I'm following. Later you can do it, okay? But now for the first example, you have to follow. This is the first step. This is how you're gonna get the marks if this question is asked in the exam. So CH4 is going to react with this one to produce this one, H2O. Okay, sorry, it is 2H2O. Dear students, first you have to write the balanced equation. Then you have to write the number of moles of this. Okay, 1 mole of this one is going to react with 2 mole of this one to produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 moles of H2O. After balancing, only you have to write this one after balancing. What is this? How you're gonna get 1, 2? Because it's written here, right? The coefficient is the number of mole. Now, yes, Anirudh, but they're asking the amount, right? We'll calculate the amount slowly. That's why I told you we'll follow proper step. Okay, you know, now I can just express this given thing in terms of whatever it is we have done now. Like in the understanding I've written, right? In terms of mass I've expressed. But I'll tell you, dear students, concentrate. What you can do now is, since they are just asking, okay, just asking water, and they are given the CH4, only take these two. This would be enough now. Don't write every each and every sentence. Just write this one and this one, because they are asking this one by giving this one. Are you clear, dear students? There is no need to write everything. There is no need to write everything. Okay. Yes, Shravan, right? See here, what I'm going to write now here is 1 mole of CH4, 1 mole of CH4 produces, and one more thing, what is required? H2O. So that should be on the right side always. In stoichiometry, the thing that is asked should be right side. Sometimes they may ask this one only. They may ask CH4, then also the CH4 should be written on the right side. Okay. So here 1 mole of CH4 produces. Okay. Equal means right side, what you're gonna write now? That is 2 moles of H2O. Dear students, is this clear now? 1 mole of CH4 produces 2 moles of H2O. How are you going to come to know about this one? Because it is mentioned, right? It is mentioned here, or in the balanced equation only it is mentioned. 1 mole is going to produce 2 mole. Now, very important thing, what is that? Whenever a question is asked in terms of something, you express the given quantity in terms, or required quantity in terms of that one. For example, CH4, okay, CH4, they have given the mass of CH4. Got it? And also they are asking the mass of water. So express this mole in terms of the mass now. Okay. Dear students, is this clear now? For example, Anirudh, concentrate. Okay, let's solve it. See here. 1 mole of CH4 is nothing but, just now we expressed, right? What is that? 16 grams of CH4 produces. Dear students, is this clear now? 16 grams. How you came to know it's 16 grams? It is 1 mole. And the question is, why I have to express in terms of 16? Why I didn't go for expressing in terms of number, that is 6.022? Or why I have not gone for expressing in terms of the volume, that is 22.4? The reason is they are given the mass of CH4. Are you clear now? Are you clear? Are you clear what I'm telling? Since they are given the mass, you have to express this in terms of their mass. You just write, okay? For example, here, 2 moles of H2O. I can express this 2 mole in terms of the number. I can express in terms of the volume. I can express in terms of the mass also. But what should be expressed? Since they are asking amount, means mass, you express in terms of the mass. So it is 2 into. For 1 mole of H2O, what's the mass? 18 grams of H2O or water. Dear students, is this clear now? Yes, yes, yes. Shilpa, check once again. Prithvi, check once again. See. So now this is the sentence. Okay, this is the first given thing. Now 1.6 they have given. When 16 gram is reacted, you're gonna get this one. But the given thing is only 1.6 gram. Now you have to express 1.6 grams of CH4 produces. Now how to do? Cross multiply this into this, divide by this. Okay, this into this, it means 1.6 into 2 into 18 divided by this term, that is 16. So this will be 1s are, this will be 10. So 2 into 18 divided by 10, that is nothing but 36 by 10, that is nothing but 3.6 grams of H2O. This is the final answer. Dear students, should I tell this once again? Those who are answering as 36, don't go for answering. I mean, directly it is not 36, it is 3.6. Okay, Teja, should I express? Okay, see, I'll just do it once again. So CH4 reacts with O2. I won't mention the, okay, I'll mention that also. Gas and CO2 gas plus 2H2O gas after balancing. Okay, you can see this one is asked, given, this one is asked. So express 1 mole of CH4 is going to give 2 moles of H2O. Clear? Now the given 1 mole and 2 mole, okay, the 1 mole and 2 mole you express in terms of mass. The reason is question is asked by giving mass and asking the mass. So 1 mole of CH4 is nothing but 16 grams of CH4 produces, okay, produces in terms of the mass. What is this 2 moles of H2O? It is 2 into 18 grams of H2O. Dear students, is this clear now? Dear students, are you understanding what I'm telling? Dear students, are you understanding? Yes. Now, this is the thing that we got from the equation. Now, let's come to the question. What's the question they are asking? By giving 1.6. It is just like if you have 100 rupees, okay, if you have 100 rupees, you can buy 20 packets of chips, okay? You can buy 20 chips packets, right? Now, if I give you only 10 rupees, how many chips you can buy? It is just that type of calculation, okay? You can come out like, okay, if I have 100 rupees, I can buy 20. If I have 20 rupees, I can buy only 2. Like that calculation you have to do here. So therefore, 16 gram is produced this much, then 1.6 gram would produce. So 1.6 into 2 into 18 divided by 16. So this will be 10 times. So 2 into 18 is 36. 36 by 10 is 3.6 grams. Dear students, is this clear now? Teja, is this clear? If this is clear, very quickly we'll solve one more question. There is only 4 minutes remaining. We'll try to solve one more question. Dear students, is this clear now? Okay, let's solve it. So the question is, how many moles of methane required to produce 22 grams of carbon dioxide? Question mark. How many moles of methane required to produce 22 grams of carbon dioxide? So dear students, I'll give 1 minute of time. Very quickly try to do it because there is only 2 minutes left. Then I'll explain. Meanwhile, I'll write the equation, same equation. So write as solution, CH4 gas when reacts with oxygen gas, that is 2 mole, that's going to produce carbon dioxide gas plus 2 moles of H2O gas. So this is the equation you have to write. Then let me find what is required, how many moles of methane they are asking by giving the carbon dioxide. So I should not take everything, okay? Even though it is 1 mole, even though this is 2 mole, even though it is 1 mole, even though it is 2 mole, I should not go for taking everything. Yes, Anirudh, very good. Shravan, they are not asking the mass. What they are asking, you just need to find that one. At the beginning, you may feel little difficult in it, but slowly, the method that I'm telling you is very easy. Okay, slowly you'll understand. Let me check the answers. Yes, Francis, very good. Aditi, check once again. Shravan, in terms of moles, you have to express. Shilpa, correct. Anirudh, correct. Shravan, correct. Very good. Yes, Vaishnav. See here, dear students. Yes, Ananya, very good. See here, methane is asked, carbon dioxide is given. So I should not go for taking these two now. It's of no use for us. No gels. Check once again. Aditi, yes, good. See now, and also what is required? What is asked now? CH4 is asked. So I told you what is required. You write on the right side. Clear? Okay. So I'll take this one. That is 1 mole of carbon dioxide produces 1 mole of carbon dioxide, not produces. Carbon dioxide is produced. 1 minute left. I'll try to finish this. 1 mole of carbon dioxide is produced by, okay, is produced by 1 mole of CH4. Is this clear? What I have written? This only. 1 mole of carbon dioxide is produced by 1 mole of CH4. Now, CH4 is asked in terms of mole. You can keep it as it is. There is no need to convert. It will, I'll be keeping this one as it is. Final answer will be in the mole only. That is what required. But carbon dioxide mass they are giving. So express this one in terms of mass. Clear? So 1 mole of carbon dioxide. We know that it is 44 grams of carbon dioxide is produced by 1 mole of CH4. Clear? Now what they are asking, 22 grams of CO2 produced by, cross multiply, that is 22 into 1 divided by 44. 22 ones are 2 ones. So 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5 moles of CH4.